Well, hello, hello, hello. You guys know what's up. You know what time it is. Let me make sure everything's live. Let me make sure everything's working. It looks like it is. It looks like we're good. It looks like we're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think I see one person. Everybody's coming on over from my girl, Lisa Copeland. Hey, check it out, man. Y'all know how I do on my show. You know I gotta have some music. You know what I'm saying? We gotta come in with some music. Because this is some feel good stuff, right? This is some feel good, over the top, amazing stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. It's 12:30 at night. I gotta tell you guys, I was tired, man. I was tired. I was trying to close out my month. You know, I was working on that, and then I was trying to get everybody set up so we could do the first ever Facebook Live-a-thon, 24 straight hours raising awareness for our girl Michelle Marie. Is that how you say it? It's all right. So I was tired, man. I told my wife I'm tired. I'm going to stay up this late. It's going to be crazy. But then Lisa came on, and I started to feel it, right? Lisa came on, I started to feel the energy. I'm like, yeah, here we go. Or I might just go all 24 hours. I might just watch everybody's episode. I might just do it, you know? I might just do it. So you guys get on in here. You know we got to hit that share button. We got to spread this out as far as it can go, as far and wide as we can spread it. We got to get it out there, because that's what we're going to do as this incredible community, this amazing group of people. We are going to reach out, and we're going to put God on alert. We're going to say, hey, God, my Father in heaven, we got a friend down here on earth that needs your help. So we're going to come together, and we're going to shout from the mountaintops. We're going to shout from our platforms. We're going to shout to our group. We're going to shout to our people. We're going to say, God, my God in heaven, Father of all, we need you, Lord. We need you. Listen, guys. Man, I got to give some props out to my girl, Lisa Copeland. She kicked this thing off, man. What's up, Lisa? I see you in here. She kicked this thing off, dude. So I just want to start like this. And you guys, I'll tell you, I talk a lot. You guys know that. I have a show every morning, 5:30 a.m., right? I talk for 20 minutes, and then I talk at work, and I do meetings and all that stuff. I talk all the time. I'm good at talking. One thing I'm not good at, one thing that makes me really, really, really uncomfortable is I'm not real good at praying in front of people. I have a tough time. No voice audio. Can you guys hear me? Mario just said no voice audio. Is everybody else getting audio? It's showing me that I got audio. Okay, it looks like everybody else is okay. But check it out. So I'm good at talking. I'm really good at talking to people. But I'm not real good at praying in front of people. I'm really not. I have a hard time praying in front of my kids. I have a hard time praying in front of my wife. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But this is one occasion. You know, there's very few, but this is one occasion where I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray for my friend. I'm gonna pray with you guys. So if I embarrass myself or whatever, you know, I'll just roll with it. Cool. Will you guys pray with me? Are you guys cool with praying with me? Because that would be amazing. I would love it if you would pray with me right now. All right. So here we go. My Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Your kingdom come, Lord. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Lord, we come to you tonight just together, just a massive community, the church, the body of Christ. We come to you together and we shout to you, Lord, because our friend, our dear friend Michelle, Lord, she's been stricken. She's been stricken with a poison. She's been stricken with a toxin that comes from this earth, Lord, that comes from this existence. And she's been stricken with this, God, and we now need you to lay your hands on her. We ask, Lord, that it be your will to lay your hands on her, God. Lay your hands on her and just grab it. Grab this cancer, grab this poison, grab this toxin that's in her body, Lord, and just eradicate it. Because we know you have the power to do so. We know that you do. You've taught us in your word. You've taught us in your book. You've showed us in our lives. You've showed me personally, and I know you've showed millions of others the powers that you have, the miracles that only you can achieve. And Lord, that's what we're asking for tonight. That's what we're going to ask you for the next 24 hours, God. The next 24 hours as we do the first ever Facebook Live-a-thon. Lord, we're asking for healing. We're asking for a miracle. We're asking that you take our dear friend that's truly making an impact on this planet. Such a sweet, amazing woman. Lord, I've shook her hand once. I spent 2 days around her. I've talked to her on the phone or on a Skype or whatnot with Chad. I mean, I've had very little contact with Michelle, but in that very small contact, Lord, she's made such a huge impact on me. And I know she's made a huge impact on everyone around her. She's got those incredible boys that need her, God. We all need her. So, Lord, if it be your will, I beg you. I beg for your mercy, Lord. I beg that you heal our friend Michelle. And that's what we're going to ask you for. In Jesus' name, amen. Whew. You guys all right with that? Oh, my gosh. I don't normally, like I said, I don't normally do that. And I hope you guys are all right with that. I hope that was okay. I hope that you guys will hit that share button. You see, we are here to pray for our friend Michelle. We are here to raise money for our friend Michelle. She's going to have treatment. She's going to have to go to the doctor. She's got all this stuff, right? Her life is going to be dramatically altered, right? As she goes forward, it's going to be dramatically altered. And so what I need from you is we need you to go on to fightwithmichelle.com. It's right there behind me. Fightwithmichelle.com. I need you to click on fightwithmichelle.com. If you want, you can watch her video, her testimony, her story. If you want, you can do that. But go to fightwithmichelle.com, and while you're there, I need you to drop in $10. I need you to drop in $50. I need you to drop in $100. I need you to drop in $1,000. I need you to drop in whatever it is that you can drop in. And as a matter of fact, I got to put my money where my mouth is because I have yet to go on to the GoFundMe, but I'm about to. I got my wallet right here. I'm going to play a video for you guys, and while I'm playing the video for you guys, I'm about to go to the GoFundMe, and I'm about to drop a G into the GoFundMe for my girl Michelle because I know she needs our help, man. I know she needs our help. And I know that together, this community, what we have right here, we can do some things. We can do some things. If we don't have the dollars to give, I know we got the prayers. And I want you to commit. I want you to put it in the comments. I want you to write here where I can see it, where everybody can see it. I want to see your commitment. I want you to comment, I will pray for Michelle. I will pray for healing. Put it in the comments. Hold yourself accountable and responsible because like Lisa said earlier, sometimes we're like, yeah, I'll pray for you. And I know we all mean well. We're all good people, right? Yeah, I'll pray for you. We say that often, but I want it to be real. I want it to be real. I want to get down and dirty. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to get down on your knees, and I want you to ask our Father in heaven to change this situation because he can. I promise you he can. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go on the GoFundMe right now, so I'm going to have to hop off my phone to do it. But I'm going to go on the GoFundMe right now, and I'm dropping a G into the GoFundMe. While I'm doing that, I'm going to play a video for you guys that just is a testimony of what God can do when he chooses to.
You know, I don't know, it was 1989, so however many years ago that was. 28, that what you said? Boy, you got smart people here. I was going to have to get my calculator out on my phone to figure that out. I went to the doctor for a checkup and found out I had breast cancer. Well, I was out preaching faith. I wasn't going to get breast cancer. I was praying for other people to be healed. And it was a very fast-growing type of cancer, little tiny tumor, but very fast-growing cancer. So I don't know how they would treat me today, but then they just said, you have to have a mastectomy. There's no messing around with this. That's just what you got to do. So here I went from being a woman of faith and power to being in the hospital, losing part of my body. Well, I had a decision to make. And probably some of you here today have a decision to make, and probably many of you watching television have a decision to make. I love what Paul said. He said, to live is Christ, to die is gain. You know, none of us want to die, but if you're a believer, you don't need to be afraid of it. Because honestly, if we read the Bible, things are going to get a whole lot better when we're not here than while we are here. So, when people that are born again leave this realm and they go home to be with the Lord, we're really not grieving for them, we're grieving for us. It's our loss that we're grieving for. And that's right and that's proper, and there's not anything wrong with that. But there's a lot of really great things in the Bible that we can remember that will give us comfort. One of them being, when your time comes, you are going to see your loved ones again. Because they are not gone, they're just not here anymore. They're with God at the right place. And so we need to realize that we can have a type of deep rest, a knowing that things are going to be okay. And I went through that when I had the breast cancer. At first, I was so scared. And I had to work through that and come to the point where I believed that God was in control of my life and he was going to take care of me no matter what. And you know what? I didn't have to have any kind of chemo treatments, no kind of anything. They got everything. Every year, 28 years in a row now, I go and I get tested, and every year, clean report, everything is great. Now, a few years ago, I was having some really serious back trouble. And so they finally decided that they were going to look at my whole spine, and they did some kind of a special test. And so they came back and they said, well, we need to do a further test. I forget now what they called it, but it was something where they just look at your whole body, because they said, you've got some lesions on your spine that could be cancer that has metastasized from your breast cancer. Well, can you imagine how that made me feel? Oh my gosh. Well, got another decision to make. See, we're always making decisions, aren't we? About how we're going to handle things and what we're going to do. So once again, I have to say, well, God, I'm in your hands. I hope that's not the case, but I belong to you. I trust that you're going to take care of me. And so you wait it out day by day by day. Well, so they did this test on my whole body, looked at my whole body. I think they called it a PET scan. And they came back and they said, well, interesting thing. It looks like on your spine, I love the way the world puts it, that you had cancer at one time, but somehow or another, it healed itself.
Amen.
Wow! Well, you can imagine how that made me feel. And so the good news is they looked at my whole body and they said, you don't have one tiny bit of cancer in there anywhere. So I got a good picture of the whole thing and came out of it feeling better than I did before I went in.
How about that? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're asking for right there. That's what we're asking for, Lord. That's what we're asking for. We want those cheers. We want to have that celebration. We want the doctors to look at Michelle and be like, Michelle? Michelle, you had cancer, but you don't anymore. You had cancer, but you don't anymore. And see, that's possible. That's possible with God, man. That is possible with God. There are things that we can't explain as human beings. There's things that we can't explain in this existence. There's things that only God can do. And so that's why when Lisa, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. Michelle, hold on. Michelle, Michelle posted on her timeline. If you guys aren't friends with Michelle, just go on there and hop on, dude. Just be friends with Michelle. You'll fall in love with her in like 10 seconds. So when Michelle posted that she had cancer, when she told her story, right? For those of you guys that don't know the story, Michelle, very good friend of ours. Michelle, she had a lump, so she got it checked out. The first doctor was like, this might be serious. You need to go deeper. So she went deeper. She got some scans. They came back and they said, sister, you've got stage 3 cancer, and we don't even really know where it derived from. It moved into the breast. This is a bad deal. This is a bad deal. And Michelle is just this kindest, sweet, incredible human being. She's got 3 teenage boys. She helps run Quick Page apps. She's just phenomenal. And she's been posting her testimony as she's been going through this experience. She's posting as soon as she gets out of her doctor's appointment. She's posting her experiences with Chad, with her boyfriend, with her kids. She's posting all that. She's letting us. She's burdening so that we can learn and live through her, right? That's what she's doing. So if you're not already friends with her, you got to hop on there and be friends with her, because I promise you, you'll fall in love with her. You'll fall in love with her in a heartbeat. But when she posted that, right, it was like, oh my gosh, devastating, breaks my heart. What the heck? And then I'm sitting in a room. I'm sitting in my office with Mr. Sean Hayes, right? We're both busy guys, but we happen to be sitting in the office. And I get a text message from Lisa Copeland. And Lisa Copeland says, what are we going to do for Michelle and Chad? Question mark. Simple as that. It wasn't, hey, Glenn, do you want to do something? Hey, Sean, should we do something? Hey, guys, is there anything that we can do? No. It was, what are we going to do for Chad and Michelle? And the craziest thing happened. The instant that I read that text message, I had two thoughts smack me in the face. The first thought that smacked me in the face was I had like an image of an old school telethon, right? I had an image of an old school telethon where everybody's on the phones, and everybody's talking and chatting, and everybody, it's all over the TV, and they're doing a telethon for like 24 straight hours, and they're raising money, right? They're raising money. And so that was my first image. The second image that popped into my head was a reminder that Josh Cummins, his church, they have someone in that church that prays 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There is someone in there praying in that church, right? Someone in there praying for that church. And so instantly I put the two together. I'm looking straight at Sean. I just looked at the text from Lisa, and I'm like, Sean, I know what we need to do, bro. We need to have like a Facebook Live-a-thon. We need to get 48 people from across the country, from all different time zones, from all different areas, with all different followers and connections. We need to get 48 of them. That's half hour each for 24 straight hours. And we need to do it on the Lord's Day. We need to start it at midnight or 12 o'clock a.m., right? I always get those confused. 12 p.m. I guess it'd be 12 p.m., 12:01 a.m. You guys know what I'm talking about. But we need to start it on the Lord's Day, first thing in the morning, and go 24 straight hours on the Lord's Day. And I think that's what we need to do. And Lisa said, I think that's great. And I said, and we can create a link, a GoFundMe. And Lisa, you got to do it all because I'm busy with selling cars, and you're sitting at the house or the beach or wherever the heck she was. But I'm like, we got to set up a GoFundMe. And we got to set up a Google thing where we can keep track of who's supposed to go and who's supposed to go at what time, right? And so I threw that at Lisa, and Lisa's like, I'm in, and Sean's like, I'm in, okay? And then we start putting it together. And what amazed me is that in less than, how long has it been since we actually put that thing out? I think we put it out, I'm kind of at a loss for time. I think we put it out yesterday, maybe. I think we put it back yesterday. So we put it out, and let's just say, long story short, in 24 hours, we now have 48 people lined up across the United States that are going to go live for 30 minutes at a time, that are going to pray for our friend Michelle, that are going to ask you, like straight up, we're not gonna, I don't like using that word, but we're not gonna dance around it, okay? We're not gonna dance around it. We're not gonna, try to We're not going to try to trick you and entertain you. I'm going to shoot you straight between the eyes. Here's what Michelle needs. Michelle needs you to pray for her. Michelle needs you to holler out at God and say, heal my friend. Michelle's also going to need some money. Okay? The treatments and stuff that she's got coming up are going to be expensive. They're going to be incredibly expensive. So she needs money. Plain and simple. She's going to need money. And so there's a link. There's a link right here on my thing. There's going to be a link in the comments. There's going to be links for the next 24 hours. You're not going to be able to get away from the links. And I need you to click on the link, just like I did during that video. I need you to whip out your credit card, and I need you to donate whatever the heck you can. We were sitting in this group talking about doing this thing, and me and Ken Walls, because Ken was amazing, and in like less than a couple hours, he created this website, and me and Ken were talking, and we started talking about which way was better. Post the link, don't post the link, so on and so forth, right? Post the link, don't post the link, and then I thought about it. I'm like, what are we talking about? We have the most first world problems of any nation in history. And here is our friend, a mother of three teenagers. Here is our friend getting ready to fight a disease, that we have been as a nation, the globe, we've been trying to fight this thing for years and years and years and years and years. It's one of the most highly advanced diseases, right? It's hard to beat. And here she is having to tell her kids, she's had to tell her 3 teenage kids that she's got cancer. They asked her if she was going to die. They asked her that question, if she was going to die. She had to tell them no. Those are the problems that she's got on her plate. So I don't want to hear that you don't have $5. I don't want to hear that you don't have $10. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. I don't. We got to help. That's what we do as a community. We got to help. I need you to pray, and I need you to donate. I need you to help our friend, man. I need you to do for her what you would want people to do for you. Because I'm telling you, what she's about to go through is hard, man. Our first world problems ain't nothing. Our first world problems ain't nothing. Put down that cup of, put down your Starbucks tomorrow morning and give it to Michelle. How about that? Instead of going out to eat on Monday for dinner, why don't you stay in? Why don't you stay in Monday and you give that to Michelle? Okay? And I'm not just out here mouth smacking. You guys saw it. Go to the GoFundMe page. I pulled out my wallet just a minute ago while we were playing that video. I pulled out my wallet. I made my donation because I believe that as a community, if we come together, I believe that God will hear us. I believe that God will hear us. And I believe that he will put his hands on her. I believe that he has the power to heal her, be it in his will. I believe the more noise we make and the more money we raise, the more attention we bring. I believe that God, the God of the universe that created us all, I believe that he's gonna create a miracle. I believe we're all gonna witness a miracle. I believe we're already witnessing a miracle. Our friend all the way across the country gets cancer. Next thing you know, we're having a Facebook Live-a-thon. I think I just saw Josh Cummins pop in here. Josh Cummins, are you in here at 12:53 a.m.? That's what I'm talking about, people. We got people in here late. It's 12:53. We're just kicking this thing off. So here's what I need you to do. I got 7 minutes left, so I want to make sure I get through everything. It's important that you hit the share button. I know I say this on my show. It's not as important on my show. I know that people tell you to hit share all the time, and you're like, I don't want to stinking hit share. This is my little private page. This is my slice of heaven, right? I know you guys. I know you guys do that. All right, and I get it, but I want you to hear me. It's really important that you hit the share button because what we've created has never been done before. Nobody's ever done a Facebook Live-a-thon before. And here's what's going to happen. It's going to multiply. Just like God was able to feed thousands with one loaf of bread, that's kind of how we're going to multiply what we're doing for Michelle, right? Oh my gosh. Y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Josh Cummins just donated $2,000. $2,000 and 4 holy hours Eucharist adoration of prayers for her. Josh Cummins, oh my gosh, man. Josh Cummins, dude. Holy smokes. Josh Cummins just donated $2,000, guys. And not the $2,000 is powerful and that's helpful. But on top of that, he just committed to 4 hours of prayer. 4 hours of straight up prayer, man. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about, guys? Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to cry on here, man. I'm trying not to cry on here, but I know we're witnessing something special. I know it. I can feel it. As soon as Lisa texted me, I felt it. People all over the nation. Now, what was I talking about? I got distracted because Josh just dropped 2 G's on my girl. Thank you, Josh Cummins. Dude, he just dropped 2 G's, bro. And hey, we're not all Josh Cumminses. I just dropped a G. We're not all Glenn Lundys. I know you got $10. I know you got $20. I know you got $100. Drop it. You got to drop it. You got to do it. Don't do it later. Don't maybe do it later. Don't check your checking account. It'll come back, man. It'll come back. But listen, God took the bread and he fed thousands. He fed thousands with the bread. And what's going to happen with these Facebook feeds is when we hit share, when each person goes live from their own community, their own area, their own zip code, their own followers, when each person goes live that way, right? And then everybody hits that share button, we're going to multiply the bread. Do you understand? We will multiply the bread. That's exactly what's going to happen. See, each person's going to go live. Each person's going to hit share. Each person's going to hit their network. And we're going to take one 30-minute live stream, which is really what it is. It's one 30-minute live stream. And we're going to boost it out to where it's going to hit hundreds of thousands of people. And these hundreds of thousands of people are all going to click that link that says fightwithmichelle.com. That's the link. The link that says fightwithmichelle.com, they're all going to click that link, and we're all going to fight with Michelle. And here's how we're going to fight. We're going to fight with shares, we're going to fight with prayers, and we're going to fight with doll hairs. It's the closest thing that rhymes, right? Prayers, shares, and dollars. I don't know. If I was a rapper, I could probably do that better, right? But that's what's going to happen. So we're already witnessing a miracle. It's incredible. I got one more little feel-good video for you guys, and then I got to get out because I got 4 minutes. Would somebody look up and tell me who's next because I forgot to look so that I can point everybody in that direction? I love how that one said that they fight with shopping. Hey, I want to go for like another half hour, but that's not how this works. Everybody, Chris Campbell is up next. Here's what we need. We need shares, we need prayers, and we need dollars. Shares, prayers, and dollars. Go to fightwithmichelle.com. Fightwithmichelle.com. Donate what you can. Commit to the prayers. And we were going to be running for 24 hours. I will be back at 5:30 a.m. I'll be back on again for another 30-minute session. Until then, I need you guys to go see Chris Campbell. Hit the shares, get in the prayers, donate the dollars. I love you guys. I love this community. Thank you so very much. Michelle, I love you. You are an amazing human being, uniquely made by the God of the universe to be the absolute best version of you that you can possibly be. And you are truly making an impact on this planet. You truly are making an impact on this planet. And I, for one, absolutely love you for it. All right, guys, head on over to Chris Campbell. I'm out.